I'll just give 2 minutes for others to join. Okay. There are some more folks. So, can anybody confirm if you're able to see my screen, the whiteboard?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
It is difficult.
Thank you. Okay. So I'll start now. Folks can join, but I wanted to cover uh, a lot of ground today, and not like we'll not go very fast. We'll be slow, at times a medium pace, but yes. Let's start, right? So a little bit about what IntelliBridge is, right? We are a Claude partner, right? Recently we got that badge. So that's why we have started the session, starting from masterclass, right? So assuming that a lot of you have understanding of what Claude is, and maybe you are using in your day-to-day life, right? So we'll start from scratch. So that is one of the session that we have started, and in few weeks you will see more and more such courses like Build with Claude, AI Builder sessions, and all those things will come in place, right? So this is what, and a brief intro about me, right? So I'm Akash, and I have around 10.5 years of experience in data and AI. And I hope I'm audible to you all. If yes, you can give a thumbs up so that I can get to know that it's audible. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, you are audible.
Thanks. So so yeah, 10.5 years in data and AI. I'm a consultant by profession, and uh, yeah, that's how I'm associated with IntelliBridge, and it's been almost around a year now. So yeah, so you know this is what we are going to discuss today, right? If you have seen my messages on WhatsApp also, right? We have divided it into 2 days. Okay. And a thumbs up if you are able to see the whiteboard in a very good manner. Not like it's not visible or something like that. That would help a lot so that I can change settings. Okay. Thank you. So there will be a 2 day session. So today is day one, and it will be roughly around 1.5 hours, but it might go up to 15-20 minutes uh, on top of that, considering you may have questions and I have things that I want you to understand, right? So keeping that in mind, and split into 2 days. Day one is basically we'll cover these very slowly, very nicely. We'll understand each and each phases, and then we'll build on top of it, right? So and then so what all we are going to cover? We'll cover what is essential, predominantly what, why, and how of Claude, right? So we need to understand the system first, how to interact with it, what exactly it is, and how we can use it for our, benefit, right? So that is there. Then we'll go through the interface. uh, if you are not familiar with what Claude is and how the interface looks like, and how through how many ways we can connect with Claude or access Claude, then we'll go through all those steps. Then we have key features, why these are the important features because of which Claude is very high in demand in the market right now, right? So we'll go through what all those things are. Then one of the very important aspect of using any LLM or any AI tool for say is prompting, right? So we'll go and understand what prompt is, how to prompt better. We will see a couple of frameworks, and and I'll show you a few artifacts, how to better write prompts, how to uh, optimize your prompt, and all those things, right? The skill part of it as well. Once we understand that, the second and the very most important thing is that now people are very cautious about this is token efficiency, right? So everybody wants to minimize the token uses because of either of the, if you are in the free plan, you get very limited duration of accessibility. It get exhausted quickly, right? The tokens, meaning you cannot use for better, long duration, the free ones. There is another plans also. We'll discuss those also, but um, how to better efficiently use your prompt so that you are using Claude to its fullest, right? So there are few strategies, and that we'll talk about those things, right? Then we'll understand what skills are, right? How to create them. We'll go to creating artifacts, and I'll give you a demo of how skills are created and how it can be used for our purpose. Okay. Then this is one of the most important thing, like the plugins and connectors, the capabilities sector itself, like, right? So how Claude gets connected to different kinds of apps. Let's say Zoom, let's say your Excel, let's say uh, Apollo, Figma, and all those things. How you can connect them and better utilize it. So we'll if time persists today, we'll see a end-to-end marketing or prospect demo. Okay, how you can look for your prospects, how can you reach them, and then how can you notify them that yeah, I am there in the market, and then you can pursue them, right? So this is what I have kept today till now. Okay, this looks very broad, but we'll go in detail in a manner that it will be very clear to you all, right? Then why we are conducting these sessions? Okay, my assumptions or my user studies shows that people are using Claude with, like, let's say, like we use our brain, like, only about 3 to 5% of the capabilities, right? So let's say you are using 10% of the capabilities. I want Claude using capability to go at least 25 to 30%, right? And I'm not saying that it will increase to 100% in a day, right? It's mostly a habit, right? It's about you how you practice, right? And if you stick to the methods, you will see a lot of changes in your working skill, working style, and you will help. You need you will see that. these things are helping you. So you need to build habit, consistent habit. So when you're prompting, use all these things and then try to implement it, right? So eventually our goal is, if not reach 100%, at least we should be able to use at least 50 to 60%, because it is very, uh, it's big. The Claude environment is going big and big and big. Okay. One more thing that we'll discuss is the certifications part. We have Claude certifications as well, and how we can help since we are Claude partners. Okay. Yeah. That being said, at the end of this today's session, I'll give you a few exercises as well. So it consider it as like a homework, and you should go and try to build it. If you do not have a Claude planned version, you can try it in of the free version itself, right? And try to at least utilize it, right? So that is one of the perspective. The another reason, I mean, that's the task you will get. The another reason we are conducting this session is, we think that this era is for AI builders. Okay. And you need to understand all these systems. Okay. So that to sustain in the market, whether you are a founder, whether you're a job seeker, or a student, you need to have these skills to sustain in the job market, right? Or in the market. So that's another layer of it, right? I hope it is clear to all of you, the agenda, the expectation, things, right? Just if you are okay, if you understood, just give a thumbs up to it, and then I can move ahead. Okay, thank you so much. And at the end of the session, please do remind me if I forget, because I tend to, deviate. I mean, forget these things. Like forms, I'll be sharing a feedback form, and requesting you all to, at the end of the session, if you can come up on video, and I'll like to take a picture for the day one, right? Just telling you in advance. Right. So once, so now we are stepping into, I hope that this is clear, right? So now, once we are stepping into, the agenda, first part of the agenda, right? So the first part of the agenda is of Claude, right? What is Claude? One more thing, if you want to ask any questions, you can raise your hand, or if the option is not there, you can type in, and then I'll check it. Okay. So that is one request, right? So the first W, that is what is Claude, right? So Claude is basically, uh, so first of all, it is the parent company is Anthropic, right? And it's a AI company which builds LLMs, right? I mean, not only LLMs, but we will largely focus on this large language models, right? It's, understand it as a it's a brain, like a human brain, right? It's a human brain which can process uh, different types of data, right? Like, if you give text as an input, it will take it. If you take image as an input, it will take it. It will if you take give doc, it will take as an input, right? So if you can interact with Claude in voice as well, right? So what is Claude? So it's basically an AI assistant built by Anthropic, right? Which can take input as in different forms, and give output also in these forms. Okay. So Consider this. And on top of this LLM, the model, you have that chat interface, right? So if I go to chat interface, right, I'll show you the interface, but you understand it, right? The input that you give here to LLM or to Claude, right, and output you get, right? Different, all those text, images, doc, voice, etc., and the output you get it, right? Now, what the most people's drawback is they use Claude as like Google search. I have seen people who do what is your view on so and so news. Okay. So it's your AI assistant. It's not a mere Google, right? Right. So, so you have to use it efficiently, right? Why now, why Claude is being famous? Right. Now, before we go to that, we can go to how we can access Claude, right? So there is, let me show you here itself. There is Claude.ai in Google search. If you just type Claude.ai, it will open your uh, this is your Claude.ai interface. That's what I was saying. This is where you input your text, or if you want to give voice, you can give voice, right? If you want to attach something, you can attach through here, like images, text, or files, photos, whatever it is, right? So this is one way of accessing Claude. The another way is you can go and download or install Claude in your desktop. So if I just hit Claude, I have it in my system. Are you able to see my this one, Claude code? I hope so. Okay. So this is my Claude in desktop. Okay. So here what you get, if you see here, this is chat, this is cowork, right? You might have heard about cowork. We'll talk about how what it exactly it is. But the second way is you install the app in your desktop, right? To better work with Claude, right? So that's the second option that you have. The third option is your you can install in your phone, whether it is iOS or Android, it doesn't matter, right? Uh, that is one of the things. Then you can access it through browser extension. Okay, so if I just click on this, if you're able to see my screen, you see here it is the model over here, right? You can download the extension like download Claude extension. Okay, so here, see, Claude for Chrome. You can go and download it and keep it in your window, right? Now you see you can choose models from here. And this is where in browser you can do a lot of tasks. I will give you a demo how you can use it. But this is the third way, or maybe the fifth way, right? We have the apps and this, right? So this is also one of the way through which we can access Claude. The another ways are you can have Claude in your Excel, in your PPTs, right? And then the another way is through APIs, right? So for APIs, what you do is there is this site console dot okay anthropic.com, okay, and this is your API. We'll understand what all APIs are maybe probably in the second day, but this is your app API dashboard. So you can access your every settings of Claude from here, even in the Claude AI, even for like throughout the Claude, whether it is in desktop, in your phone, you can access everything from here, right? So this is another way of accessing it, right? The another method is through terminals, right? Through terminals. If you have heard about Windows terminal, Linux command, most of like towards the developer side. So developers like to use it at all, a lot, right? So that is how you can use it. Uh, okay, maybe it was a mistake. So developers use it through command line interface, which is terminals also they can use it, right? Few other ways to use Claude is you can connect through your Slack, you can connect through your terminal, you can directly, you know, send input to Claude through your Telegram, through your WhatsApp, through your Slack, and other channels are also there. But predominantly the which are used most, I am just mentioning those, right? Now we understood what are the types through which, or what are the modes through which we can access Claude. Any questions so far? Okay. Um, I'll take this as no questions. Guys, if you have any questions, just you can ask. So need not worry about the timing. It's not a problem. We are not going. We'll not go fast. We'll have room for everybody. Okay. So now we understood what is Claude. Now through how we can access Claude, right? Now uh, how do we like what kind of models do you have, right? If you understand models are very plain. You don't have to understand the technicalities of it, but you just understand it is the brain of types of brain, you can say types of brain, right? Right. So for example, for a simple 5 plus 2, you do not use much of your brain, right? So you in this place you will use smaller models. Okay. For much more complex, the higher the complexity, you will use much more higher models, right? So models are like your our brain only. Okay, how we function. So once, if let's say for example it is 5 plus 2, it will go and draw like this, like 1 1 1 1 1 plus 1 1, right? So it will count and then add it. It's like simple codes written to process data, right, in simple words. So similarly, since you we also give task basis models, Claude also has a lot of different models. Okay, so we call this as family. Like there is Haiku family, there is Sonnet family, there is Opus family, and there is the very you know critical one which came in recently and was banned, and again was GA. I mean, general availability was provided for all of us, was Fable, which comes under Mythos. Mythos is a program, basically, it's a Glasswing program, Wing or Wig program for from Anthropic. You can go and read about it. It's very fascinating, right? So one of the instances that this model, Mythos, so what they did is, this is very famous news. So they they placed a model in a jail, let's say in a room where uh, nothing was there. Okay, only one door was there, or maybe it wasn't there, and then they asked the LLM or the model to come out of the room, come out of the room. That was the goal given, come out of the room. Okay, and what it did, it came out of the room, texted, emailed that person who gave the goal, right? And also suggested 10 other ways to come out of it, right? So it is that intelligent. That's what I'm trying to highlight, basically. So this is the Claude family. Okay. Now, in Claude, in this family also, we have versions, right? We'll see that versions. So Sonnet is, as per the Claude's documentation, uh, Haiku, you use it when you have, this is very uh, efficient for a small task, and higher accuracy. Sonnet is like your go-to person, go-to brain for everyday use. Okay. Then Opus is for basically for all those coders, and if you want to build fast and has more complex problem to solve, then Opus and Fable you use it. That is Fable 5, right? So these are the versions, right? What one thing that I missed here is why we use Claude, right? Why we use Claude is because it has higher context window, meaning almost around 200K tokens. Okay. We'll understand what tokens is, but think it as this. Claude can take 500 pages of text. This 200 token is almost approximately equal to 500 pages of text and can read through it. This is highest in across the AI family. Gemini has lesser context, OpenAI has lesser context, but Claude has the highest context of all. Context means how much text or how much data in a in Go it can take, right? And it can process. You getting it? Are we okay? I want my audience to be you know. Can I get the thumbs up from everybody? If I mean it's not a push, but I just wanted to understand if you are able to get understanding of what exactly is happening. Murtaza, Anjali, there is some user from iPad. I'm not sure who is that, but okay, nice. So that is one of the reason Claude is used, right? Then the second thing is it its safety features. Okay, meaning it follows. They came up with a term called as constitutional AI. Okay, constitutional AI. So they take care of your safety, the user's safety, and it does not produce some imbalanced or how do I put it, like um, biased responses, profanity, and etc. Right. That being the second reason. The third reason is it has different connectors. Just now told you that Claude can connect to your almost your, if you know about Apollo, that's a LinkedIn prospecting tool. It can connect to Gamma, it can connect to your Gmail, it can connect to other apps through APIs or connectors. There are inbuilt connectors and there are few other connectors which you can use MCPs and then you can connect. Okay, so let's not get swayed away by the jargon MCP, but just understand it can connect to a variety of apps. Okay, in available in the market. So that is why it has a lot of advantage. So you that's why we'll see in upcoming that how it utilizes for co-works and etc. The fourth point is skills. right? We'll talk about skills in later, but understand it as these are inbuilt tools, right? So how it helps, just keep in mind these are inbuilt tools. Will go through an example what skills are. Okay. So yeah, roughly these are the things, and it can work on like we said, it can work on variety of data, right? That is one of the important features of Claude. So once you have that, uh, then right. So these are the important things that why we use Claude. Okay. Now once we go into this, so why we prefer Claude, right? You might have seen, Claude is best in these things and that, right? So few thing is writing skills are very nice. It can do a lot of good reasoning and mathematical solutions. Then again, third is uh, the code. Obviously, the code, right? Coding like through Claude Code, it is very important. And the other part that already discussed is uh, ability to work through a lot of other data. The another thing is it keeps there is something called as memory, right? Every LLMs has memory, but it has a very enhanced memory in a way that it can go to multi-chat memory. Sorry, multi-chat memory. Okay. Sorry for this. I'm not sure why it's happening. Okay, so multi-chat memory. Okay, so these are the few points that we prefer Claude, right? Now, what was there in the agenda, right? We will go through we understood what, why, and now we'll go through how of Claude, right? Interface, we'll try and test, we'll understand it, and then we'll go through it, right? So let's start by accessing through web. Just type in claude.ai, okay, and you will land up into this since I have already logged in and everything. So I'll get this view, but you might have to log in and do that. So we know how to log in and stuff, right? So if you see, this is the side navigation bar. It has uh, from here also you can access code, covert, and design. Design is the fourth pillar. So this is Claude Universe. So what Claude is doing it, you can ask, you can act as a it can act as a assistant. It can code with the help of you, obviously. And then it can design as well. It can help you with help of co-work. It can manage your entire project, your entire workflow. So that is how they are connecting it, right? So one thing that you get it is your blank. You get it here, right? This is your text box. So from here you can uh, add your files, take a screenshot, or if you want to, for let's say if I do this, it will ask me which screen that you want to take screenshot of, right? So when you see write code from drive, from calendar, from Gmail. So what it is showing me is that all these are connected, and I can just click on it, and it will take from Gmail, and then whatever I want to do, I can access my Gmail from this chat itself. Okay, so what this is one of the way, and we'll see this as of now. And this is the model toggle. You will see, this is Fable 5 is over here. But you can go here more models and then choose Sonnet, Sonnet 5, Sonnet 4.6, whatever it is, right? And choose it, and then effort. Effort is basically uh, higher effort means more through thorough responses, but takes longer time. So it takes a lot of time to think and search, right, across the web, or the training data. And then based on the difficulty of the task, you can choose it. You can choose high, medium, whatever it is, right? This thinking, I have checked it on because you can toggle off as well. If you think your task is too complex, you can have it, and everything has their own advantage and disadvantage. So low will Sonnet 4.6 low may use less tokens, right? And it may be fast as well. I mean, it will be fast, right? And if you go up higher, it use more tokens. Like if you see, may use excessive tokens, resulting in long responses times, and may hit token limits. So that's why you based on the task. Now I have put this thinking as high, I mean thinking toggle on, and I'll put it high only because I have pro max plan maybe, right? So I'm doing this. What you can do is, that is one of the thing, right? Here from here you can start new chat. You go to, if you have any chats, you can go to chats and search chats over here. This is projects. We'll understand projects tomorrow. Okay, how you can facilitate a project and those things. This is artifacts. I'll come to artifacts, and then it is customization. So let's go to your settings first. Okay, let's understand the settings. So it's generally, if you have seen notice that whenever I open a chat, it takes my name. So what should I call you? You give it that, right? And okay, what's the mail ID I'm logged into? Okay, fine. So you have this instructions for Claude. Claude will keep these in mind across chats and cover within Anthropic's guideline. So if you want to, let's say, for example, if you want Claude to use for a company, for example, you can give your all company details, not the sensitive ones, basically, but you can give uh, this is my company, this is what I'm trying to do, and um, I'll be using Claude. For example, if you want to keep the use is very narrow, then you can write it here, right? So that Claude will always keep that in mind, that okay, this is the area that I want to go into, right? So you're defining or the area of Claude, right? This is where instructions you can keep it, or any writing style, or any the way you want to learn your tone. Let's say for example, you are trying to post anything on LinkedIn, you can give the tone as well. If you can give some your posts and ask it to remember, so that it can code, I mean it can give you the results, right? So that is one of the thing, right? Now here is basically simple. So that one of the things that you have come across, like whenever you type something in Claude, it always gives you very flaunty and very buttery responses. It's because here the style here is buttery. You can specifically mention in chat that give me a critical analysis. Do not give me buttery responses. We'll see how prompts will work, right? We'll go through all those things. Now, the speed, the voice things, right? It's a voice feature. So how narration, how it will be doing and all those things, right? Right. So if you see here, you can check this all, you can read through it. It's all like, email from Cloud Code on the web. You can access emails and all those things, right? Now, this is your account. You have all these things, and it will tell you how many users you have used. So this is a company account, so we have employees across all India, so it's there, right? Nothing much over here. Now here comes the very interesting part, is privacy. You have multiple instructions over here. Now, uh, you can uncheck this or check this if you want to help them to train your data. So they will use your data, right? It's their your will. If you want to, I haven't checked it because it's our company specific. I haven't checked that. Right now, you can export your data, and few people have done this as well. Like you export it and you kind of analyze what kind of things I'm searching, and how is Claude beneficial? How many tokens I have used so far? So that you can do, right? Then you have this memory. This is very, very important for Claude. For example, if I open this memory, this is very sensitive to me, but let's go and what it does it from in chat. It whenever you chat in a window through Claude, it takes all the responses and it creates your persona, right? So whenever you say remember this in your chat, right? Remember this in your chat, so it will remember. So how it is going to remember? If you have this toggle on, it will go here and you see view and manage memory. If you go and see, it will give you the entire history of you, whatever I have done so far in Claude. Okay, so that is the memory that you can uh, do, right? So this is one of the very good feature again here. I mean, others also have, but it's very you can reference other chats also, right? Multi-chat conversations as well. The Claude remembers, so that is also very important, right? Okay, so if we understand it, let's say for example, I'll have to go through. So when you search, let's say in chat, you search what is the capital of France, right? So what it does it can be possible that this data, this information is available in training data, right? If it is not available, what it does is it uses Google search. This is called through APIs, right? Google search through APIs. Let's not bombard with thing, which is also called as tool or connector, right? So tool access mode. Okay. So you have three options here. I mean, to load tools when needed and tools already loaded. Okay. So what you can do is whenever you Claude will think that, okay, I need tool to access, then it can access, or you already say whatever it is, you access it. So you can give all those criterias as well, right? So if you go to connectors and all, then you can do this capabilities. We'll go through capabilities again, right? So you're understanding these things, right? This is how we are going to do this. Now, once I just wanted to show memory here because tools and everything will show in later part. Now, one of the important thing that we discussed is if we go here also, we understood interfaces. You can go and explore again. Uh, you can go and explore again here, and then let's try this browser also. Okay. So if I just ask it, go to my mail and draft a mail to, it's my mail only, right? Body of the mail email should be, let's learn Claude, right? Go to my mail and draft a mail to uh, gmail and at the gmail.com. Okay. The body of the mail should be let's learn Claude. Okay. And send it. Right? This is what prompt I have given. Okay. I'll just hit enter. What, just analyze what it will do. So this browser extension, it is planning. So it is giving you all the steps, approach to follow. Navigate to Gmail, click compose. This like how you do it. You go to Gmail, then you click compose, and then you enter email, then you enter subject line, then you enter your email body, and then you hit send. The way you do it, it has already planned. You can either approve the plan or make changes. So you can approve the plan. Let's say I have approved it, right? And I'm using model as Haiku over here. Okay. So, one second, what happened? Okay. Did it not do? Ah, I think I canceled it. Okay. Okay, it's here. Send to plan. Upload, but I'm able to access Gmail mail in this browser session. It's not allowed in domains for the environment. Okay. Why it's not happening? Okay, one second. Let me retry. Let me change the model because I'll tell you, I had these in draft. Okay, see, it will be there in the draft. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, I mean it will be in the draft, but something is there which is not working properly, maybe. So let me. No, and where is canvas? Whiteboard. Access my Gmail and access my Gmail and mail me on this email. AKB. Uh, okay, let's see. Let me see. It should send. It happens sometimes. So I'm just trying to give you a demo of like how you can use um this thing browser extension. Before I compose anything, I need a bit more detail. Would you like to subject and body of the email? Yes. Okay. So the better you prompt, the better it will take. But I have just for the sake of just for demo, I'm just giving it. Okay. Still need to know what you would like to email the actual email him. Hi, let's join. Approve. This is the demo of like, how inefficient if your prompt is weak, how it will affect your tokens as well. So see, it's created a plan, opening a tab, and now navigating to this and then capture page, right? So, okay, meantime, it is coming up, or if the error comes, let's not hold up. There is something I can plan and do this. Sorry. Right now, parallelly, I will go to Claude You see, it has opened Gmail. It is opening. Oh, sorry. And it is typing. Okay. So it is typing. It is typed. I hope it's visible, right? Now it's given compose, right? Right? And you can send and it will go to send. That's the demo I was, actually trying to show. Is it visible, guys? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, thanks. So this is one of the advantage for browser, and this is the Gmail I have talked about. You can do a number of, you can plan it, you can give the goal, you can give the task, and it will perform. It takes the control of your browser. It is essentially that. So consider that like, right? So I'll just close it. Let's not use that. And I do not want to. Okay, let's keep it here. Okay. Now, this another important thing that we talk about is artifacts. Okay. For example, how many of you have had this problem? Just give me thumbs up after you see this. So understand this, right? Make me understand digital marketing in simple terms. Okay, right? And I just give the prompt. This is the prompt. This is obviously a very big prompt. I mean, a weak prompt, right? Now, is you see, right? It started giving me the answer. Okay, okay. So, right, it gives me an answer, correct? And okay, it gives me an answer, but it is very vague. It's a weak prompt, right? But let me tell you how you can generate artifacts over here. The demo I'm going to show here is artifacts. Give me a handout of this understanding. Let's see what it will do. Okay. So see, deliberative design tooling for completing handout creation. So I asked it, "Okay, give me a something, a handout, maybe a." So it started reading skills, meaning it's creating a maybe PDF or a HTML. So those are called as artifacts. Okay. So let's see what skill it is it will create, like meaning what it will create, whether it will create PDF or HTML. Let's see, or any other document or any other format. Okay, because we know that it works very well in these formats, right? So let's see what it creates. Now it started creating. So it's creating printable HTML. So whenever you do not give any specific prompt that give me a handout of this understanding in PDF, in HTML, or in let's say doc, right? If you're not specifying that, by default, first of all, it will start creating HTML itself, right? So you might have ended up losing a lot of tokens when you say that you didn't know that this will happen, but you just went away and said, uh, I want to understand this. Give me something concrete. And it started creating altogether without any permission. So that's a weak prompt, right? But the thing that it is making here is called as artifact, right? The moment the artifact comes, it's done. And also, see, in this prompt, which is a very weak prompt, I haven't given how many lines it should cover, what all things it should cover. I haven't given. It's a very generic one. Even the design I haven't given. It designed for me just on the fly, right? So this particular thing is called as artifact. In a chat, you will see artifacts here. Okay, it can create HTML, it can create doc, it can create PDF, it can create Markdown, it can create SVG, PNG. So that is why a lot of people use it for content marketing and everything, right? So that is like artifacts. Okay, few of the artifacts that I have made and I'm going to show you is this one. This is token calculator and prompt optimizer. So for example, if I take this prompt, okay, if I take this prompt and enter it here. And by the way, it is not hosted anywhere. It is just an HTML, interactive HTML. You can create these things. We will give you. I'll give you all these how to create it. Okay, just a prompts. So that is what we will enter into prompt engineering now, right? So your prompt, and you want to see how much token it is getting generated, and how much I'll be charged in across all models. If I use Haiku, how much model it will charge, how much money it will charge. Sonnet, how much money it will charge. Because the price is per token, right? I know, I hope you remember know this. Price is per token. Okay. And one token is approximately how many words? Almost approximately words. Okay. So it gives you whenever you paste your prompt, it gives you all these analysis. Now once you go optimize prompt, come on, okay, one second. um, where is that? Okay, one second, let me bring it. Okay, let me bring it. I just wanted to show you, so let me bring it. Hmm. Are you able to understand token optimizer? Okay, okay. I'll bring. There's so much sensitive data that I cannot even share this. So, yeah. So, for example, I made this token. Okay. Oh, one second. These are all the materials that I have done. One second here. Um, yeah, same file. Sorry, sometimes it happens. But yes. So, see this, okay? Um, you can publish it. Let's publish. And I should have published. Maybe I haven't published it. That's why I'm not getting it. Okay. So this one. Now, if I take the prompt, where was the prompt? Copy, paste, right? And then optimize it. It's optimizing, right? And it will give you prompt. So I can share these things also, right? See, there are different types of there is a light version it has given tight version which saves you a lot of tokens, and then it is ultra. Okay, so if you see here, 33%, 44%, and 22%. These are very easy to make. So you can just copy this, token now and then use it. So before you go, whatever you trying to, uh, uh, prompt in chat, you can use this, right? I'll share this also. So yeah, that is what I wanted to show first of all. So these are artifacts. Artifacts can be of any type. So far, so good. You're able to understand. It's not very fast when it's not going only monotonous, right? Guys, yeah, okay. Okay, right. So the most important of the today agenda is, you know, uh, your prompting. Okay, prompting is very, very essential because this is where things comes into picture. So how do we communicate? If we just remember, if we just talk about, right? If we spoke, how we remember, right? So in we work with Claude. So this is the LLM, right? This is your input and this is your output, right? The better your output, so you have heard garbage in and garbage out. So if you give the type kind of prompts that the way I gave just now, you will end up getting garbage results. There is another way is weak prompts and strong prompt, right? So we will understand the difference between it, right? But we should understand when came up. So in a nutshell, what is a prompt? Prompt is basically a set of instructions given to a LLM, right? So the better your instructions, the better results you will get because the better instructions means LLMs can process each bit in a efficient way and give you a high quality output. Okay. So in simple terms, that is what prompt is. Okay. Now, when we see say prompt, there are two kinds of prompt. And sorry for my writing, but I kind of do that. I think I mean, that's very uncommon, but just bear with me, okay? There are two kinds of prompt. One is user prompt, the other is system prompt. Okay. Do anybody wants to take any break like for a minute or something? Just please, if you can raise thumbs up. If that is there, then we can go for like a minute. That's it. If not, it's fine. I am not able to see thumbs ups. Maybe, guys, are we good? Pawan, Murtaza.
Yes, all good. We're good to go.
Okay. Okay. So there are two kinds of prompt, which is user prompt and system prompt, right? The definition itself, it says user prompts is the one which is our side of story. Okay. General public story, like whatever input that we give, right, is called as user prompt. It can be in terms of voice, it can be in terms of text, it can be in terms of images, it can be in terms of docs, It can be in terms of, did I say docs? Huh, yeah, right. So all these formats, right? Different data types, right? So the better you prompt, the better results you will get, right? This user prompt is everybody's familiar with it, right? What is system prompt? Anybody in the crowd who can throw light on system prompt? Folks who have joined my session in the free data and AI sessions, they might know it. Anybody, if you have joined from those sessions, can uh, you know show or guide us on system prompt. If not, we'll start. I think it's better. I think nobody will speak, but yeah. Okay, so system prompt is basically, it is for the system, right? So consider like this. Uh, we as a brain, right? We have a brain. A human has a brain. Now, if we do not have a set of principles, a set of rules, like if we are in India, we should adhere to some rules, right? If you are in Dubai, we should adhere to some rules. So those guardrails, how you should behave, how should you interact with the users, all these are mentioned in system prompt, right? So that's why you might have seen or might have um, seen in the news also that there were few cases where hackers tried to change the behavior of the model, okay, through prompt injection. So they used to go and change the prompt itself, the system prompt. So for example, let's say, uh, do not use profanity, right? Do not abuse or do not use profanity is written in the system prompt, that the system should behave in that manner. But somebody goes and change that. It will be very absurd. It will be very rude for the users, right? So someday, Claude might get frustrated and then it may give all those results as well. So to prevent those things, right? To prevent biasness as well. For example, let's say there is a classic case of uh, biasness as well in system prompts, like uh, I mean, in the training data, what happens is, if you have the imbalanced data, then system prompt basically, uh, let's say, there are two other things basically. The training data is separate thing, but system prompt is basically guards the model. It gives the boundary to the model. Okay, so that's how I want you to remember this. Like, user prompt is how you want your answers or how you want LLM to help you. System prompt is, we are keeping the LLM in a cage, in a guardrails. So all those set of instructions it will have. Okay. Now, user prompt is given by us. System prompt is generally given by developers, the company, uh, governance folks. That's why a lot of opportunities has started coming in governance, because we do not know how to control AI, the better use of AI, the positive use of AI, right? So these things will come into picture. Okay. Now, uh, let's go. So we understand what prompt is, and okay. Now let's understand the specific components of the anatomy, or a specific component of um, prompt, right? So before that, let me give you some examples. Write an email, for example, right, is a big prompt. Why? The LLM itself, it will tell you. See, it started asking questions. So end up, this is very vague, right? What mail? What do I want to write? What is the subject? What is the the tone, what is the purpose, like it is asking the purpose, right? So it's uh, additional help for the additional labor for the LLM, right? Instead of this, if I just write this, right, write a mail to my manager stating that I'll be in sick leave today, right? Right. And inform him that I am suffering from, let's say, fever, right? Uh, and let's say what happens, right? It will again it will ask you, so I can go and edit the chat and say my email ID is, it did give, but if you want another, like g at gmail.com, right? And manager email is something, let's say some gmail.com, right? Do not use buttery language, right? And over communicate, over commit on work or communicate, right? So just see this. I hope this message find you. I'm writing to inform that I'll be today. I'll be to work. I'll ensure that urgent tasks are communicated with him. I'll be available on email if any critical requires my input. Okay. So see, it's also given me send email. Now write an email. It just give me this and a lot of question answer. I just better enhance the prompt in a few better way, a slightly better way, and this it gave me a lot of good input, right? It's asking me manager name also. Now if I give this, let's say it regenerates it, right? Now it will change that I'm unwell today and will be on sick leave. I have a fever and I'm not in a position to come in. I'll resume work once recover. So earlier response was like, I will communicate this, I will do this. If possible, I'll come to that. I do not want to do that. Right. So when I improve the prompt, it increased. So this is the analogy between a weak prompt and a strong prompt, right? So you're giving good more context to it, more information, more instructions to it. There obviously there is a good way to say this. If I just utilize this artifact, it will give me a more robust prompt as well. But this is what I wanted to showcase first of all, right? Now uh, there is, once we understand this how prompts affect, there is this thing, there is a framework which Claude, so different company like OpenAI, Gemini, think, right? They have their own frameworks. Okay. Now Claude has this framework which we will be discussing only that. So OpenAI one is Co-Star. Okay. Uh, the Claude sways, we call it role. Okay. Context, task, examples, and format and constraints. Okay. So, for example, this is the framework that Claude provides, right? So basically, role here is if you're, let's say you are searching, if you're researching on something, okay. So what you will do is, let's say for example, um, I'm a product manager, for example, okay. So what you will do is, as as an experienced product manager, okay, context, you will give the context, but I'll go to the task first, right? Task is, so I'm just giving a gap here. As an experienced PM, create a PRD. So PRD is basically prototype requirement document. Okay. Now, mm, create a PRD context for an elderly care. Sorry, this is product requirement document. I'm sorry. For an elderly care in tier one city. Okay. Examples. Uh, you can give examples like an app which help them to care, help them to manage their health, okay, through an app. Okay. And you can attach few examples like you can see like Fitter or any other apps. Okay, it can give you that. Now in format, I want format in PDF. Okay, you can give constraints uh, not more than 3 pages, broken into milestones. Okay, and then um, highlight for MVP. Let's say I'm just giving that only. Okay. So now when you give this kind of prompt, it is a very exhaustive. Even you can give the tone also. Tone should be, let's say, tone should be formal. Okay. So this is what a good prompt structure looks like. Okay. And I gave an example of product manager. You can take your example. For example, somebody is from data analysis background, they can do that. If somebody is from any founder background or any company background, they can do that. If somebody is from some operations, they can do that. Right? So based on but the idea at large remains the same. Right? So this is one of the important prompting techniques that is very, very important, right? Now, okay. Is it clear, guys? Because this is very, very important. Once you understand these frameworks and implement in your practice, right? Then you become a good uh, prompter, let's say prompter. Then you can navigate the, LLM path. And then once you do that, you can go to AI builder. You can build designs, products in using Claude or other tools. This is very, very important. This only comes when you are able to think clearly what you want to do. If this is not clear, what exactly you want, then prompt will not come into place. You will end up doing what? You will just type in something and then you will forget. And then you will say, okay, do this also. Then again, do this also. It takes a lot of tokens. Why? The reason is when you type in into any input in Claude, it takes, for example, it takes a system prompts also. So token cost is equals to user prompt plus system prompt. Okay. So the guardrails that I was talking about, and the you have given, right? So it is the total cost. So if you cannot do anything about this, what you can do is you can do. I mean, you can do it in a way, but at large in chat you can't do much, right? So you have to take care of this to reduce the cost, right? So what happens is whenever you, let's say you gave one chat example, then you forgot something and asked also do this. I know majority of the folks fall in this trap. Then they will say that also do this, and then oh, I forgot this as well. Maybe they forgot the format. Maybe they forgot uh, the some critical context they didn't give. So what it will do is in first chat it will process these tokens plus system prompt. In the second it will process all this chat, I mean, uh, sentences plus this sentences plus system prompt. So you're seeing, if you're giving multiple context and you're changing responses frequently, you will end up losing more tokens. And then people complain that it's a waste of money, right? Right. So once you understood this, and I hope at least this behavior we should be able to avoid today, from today onwards. I know it's very hard, but we have to do that. Now, moving further, if we, I hope you got it. Any questions so far? Any thumbs up? Any these things? Yeah, Anjali, yes, please go ahead.
Yes. So while working, uh, what challenges that we face while using Claude? What I face majorly, what I face while working on a cloud is that suppose I'm working on a stroke rehab project. So for a stroke rehab assistant that tracks the patient progress over multiple weeks. So how would you design a memory and a context management so the
Hmm.
model stays consistent without sending the entire history every time? So how would you design it? What's your idea
See,
about it?
right. So, see, you cannot do, that thing. What we can do is, I'll tell you about this. You can create, maybe not in chat, or maybe you can create a project, okay? And then you can work on that. We'll discuss this tomorrow, what projects are and how you better do it. In the later part, what I will be discussing now is how to token efficiency, basically. Okay, the next topic is token efficiency. So I'm going to walk you through almost a good number of steps, how to do token efficiency, right? And whatever the context management, we will discuss this in token efficiency itself. Okay, context management, how to manage better context. Okay, we'll do this.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Just keep if I just ask this question once, if it answers, if you got to know that okay, this is fine, then it's okay. If not, please let me know. Then we'll discuss more in projects. Okay, but
Yeah,
it's a
sure.
good question.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, now so in token efficiency, right? So we understood prompting. Now, how do we do token efficiency, right? So token efficiency, it's basically, see, you are charged by uh, total cost is equals to your input token plus output token. Okay, right? Now, what you can do is you can improve this, you can improve this, and you can improve your prompts as well. Okay. Prompt smarter. Now, how to effectively manage this input tokens? Okay. For example, we have this habit of saying, please do this, please do that, right? So one of the major thing is cut fillers or politeness. It's not a person, it's an AI. So don't do that. Could you please help me with this? It's not, it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of tokens, waste of money. Because it's not going, uh, basically it's a machine in a way, right? So the number one thing is we know that we do this. We are habituated about this. Okay. Now the second thing can be in input side. I'm talking only about input side, right? What you can do, let's say, for example, um, if in a document, if in a document, you're reading in a PDF document, and only one section you are not able to understand, for example. Rest is okay, you are able to understand, but only this section you are not able to understand. What people will do, they will directly import this whole PDF or doc or any format if you say talk about, right? What you should essentially do, or what we should essentially do, is we should paste, copy this paragraph only and then paste. Why? Maybe this is big. It will end up losing more tokens, right? And then the cost will be more. You will end your sessions faster. In Claude, if you see uh, the plans, the higher you go, you have more sessions. The lesser your plans are. Let's say you are free plan, it will go in a jiffy. If you have pro plan, like $20 or something like that, then it will sustain some time, but it will again be exhausted, right? So to better manage that, you do not do this. I have seen folks doing this. Okay. So that is one. Then let's say once you have done copy pasted this, then again do not take and again paste it here and say, uh, give me the other perspective. Okay. You can just reference like the ever sections that I have pasted, right? Could you please, or sorry, could you please is very, just summarize with this perspective. Just give this, the above sections, just summarize with this perspective. That you can do, right? The another one is, for example, you do not know, let's say, for example, we just did an exercise of email, how to write an email. What you would have done also is just take a sample of email, right? And just tell that this is the email, right? Give me something, give you provide an example to it, and then uh, it will be on bullseye, like kind of a bullseye of a thing, right? So give examples, but few examples. So I have seen people attaching multiple PDF, multiple screenshots to LLMs, right? For same examples. If you have other examples, that's fine, but that will help in context basically. But if you have for one example, let's say I'm trying to give 5 plus 2. What is the sum of 5 plus 2? And you're giving more example, like give going on, keep on going on. That's a waste of token again. These are very common that folks, they do that. Then the use the prompt framework. I know not everything will be utilized, this framework, right? Not everything will be utilized. There can be directly a task also. That's fine, not a problem. Uh, and uh, and task or format, task or example. It can be or it can be all together. So use this framework. It kind of clutters, remove the clutter basically. Okay. The second prompting efficiency would be, um, uh, assigning role is there, right? And then, what could be, okay, conditions. Give conditions, right? So what happens? Let's say you have created one artifact, okay, and it has some issues, some QA issues. Let's say some issues are there, alignment issue or something is there, right? So what you can do in the condition itself, you can ask, right, that run the QA, but the score should be greater than or equal to 100%. So you know what will happen. Let's say you have not given the condition. It will generate the PDF. You will go through, and then again you will write a prompt, change these things, right? Instead of that, you just do QA, and then do not you do not the LLM does not accept anything below 100%, right? And then you go again verify, because verification by a human is at most importance, because LLMs can give fabricated results. It has hallucinates a lot. So you have to be very conscious about that, right? Now, once you go through this and you read it, and if you have any changes, right, correct, you do not go and just say that, okay, change this, then again you went uh, the other paragraphs and you saw there are other changes also. Then first you gave this change, then it's still processing, then you gave again this change. So what is recommended is you go through the entire PDF, mention, make a note of it, and give all the changes at once. Okay. So that it is more efficient. It works more efficient in this way, right? There is also this saying, I have heard few folks that it works, is that, um, if you write something, let's say you have, if you have a goal, let's say you are planning to do something in chat, right, in Claude. What you do, you go to doc, you write everything whatever you want to do, right? Attach a diagram also if you possible, right? Download it as .md file, .md file, right? It sometimes saves a lot of token, right? Because MD files are little, less heavier than your PDFs, than your HTMLs, than your docs also, because it will have a lot of text, right? So that is there. So that's why you should follow these, predominantly these things. Okay. Now, in again in output efficiency, since we mentioned this, right, output efficiency, output token, you can it's all tied to your prompting skills only. Okay, the better clarity you give, if you have, let's say you can write like this. Okay, you can write an output token. Let's say you gave, make me understand, make me understand, um, marketing, right? So it will give you, let's say, 200 lines or 200 lines of words basically, maybe. But you can do this, and make me understand marketing in under 60 words. You can give these constraints. You can ask for right format. For example, show that shown to you that when you do not mention it, start building HTML, but instead you wanted m.md. So you give the format well in advance, because once it starts doing all those PDFs, then it already incurred a lot of tokens. You don't want to do that. You want to give the exact format. Okay. Uh, Use wisely this step by step. Okay. How many of you know chain of thoughts? Uh, Anybody you're getting, you're able to understand? Uh, Guys, hello. Anybody can give me thumbs up, like if you're there. Okay. Okay. I hope this is making sense. Uh, Stop me if it's not. I can we can discuss that, right? So so people have this habit of giving, sticking to COT, chain of thoughts, meaning you describe step by step to LLMs. Use this only for high-end tasks where complexity is high, right? And specifically mention that in output, do not give me step-by-step output. You can mention all these. Okay. Or if there is something like, I'm sure you have noticed this. If you type just what is the capital of India also, right? It will give you a very nice answer. The capital of India is New Delhi. It started in this. You don't want to know it. Your question was what? What is the capital of India? You just need an answer of what? Answer of New Delhi. Just that. So you can say no preamble, okay? Answer only. So it will not give you all those, texts. It will only give you the preamble. I mean, it will just give you the direct answer, right? Correct. So these are the, uh, things that you should be doing for the output. Again, prompt is again, right? Like I told you, use the format, right? And plan it out in a very nice format. You can also do this, right? Instead of directly building anything, you just say outline the approach and show me in chat. You might have saw this, that once you start typing in Claude, it start building again, like we saw in HTML1. It start building it. So instead, you don't know how what content it will give you, right? You need to verify. So what you can do it, um, outline the approach, how you are thinking, and show me in the chat. Once you approve this, then only go ahead and describe your format also. Describe your format as well. Okay. So the color and everything, you can describe that. So that is what exactly we should be doing. So this is how few of the things that I've spoke about, like how you can increase it. So input is one, output is another. So prompting is again. Now the context management, right? So what you do is in single chat, let's say you started one single chat. Our intention is we will get it done everything in this chat itself. Don't do that. What you should do, let's say you started thinking that it's already a lot of, let's say I have you have a lot of conversations. Okay. What you can do in the mid chat itself, you can ask the, summarize the chat, summarize the chat such that I can continue in another chat, Okay, and compress this doc, then download this doc and start a new chat. Because remember that once you have so many conversations, and even and you're going to give one more conversation, it will add everything, and then tokens will be charged. That's why you have might have seen in the Claude, it says compressing conversation when your chat goes long. If you are a user, then you will be seeing this compressing conversations or compacting conversations. These may be the words. Okay. So that's why mid chat you just come off, right? So that uh is there. And for every topic you have to start a new fresh chat. That's goes without saying. Okay. Now, there is better things like you can use these features, like you can create a artifact like this, and then you can use it, right? Like token counter. Then there is optimized, like I have made the optimized prompt, all these things. Okay. Uh, right. So these are basically the efficiency part of it. Okay. So yeah. So we covered, I hope all good. You are able to understand things, right? Uh, I'll be sharing you a detailed, um, artifacts for this, and and a whole master cheat sheet as well. Guys, if you're able to understand, let me know now, please. You can let me know by chat, thumbs up, or text. Let me go and see if I have any text. Oh no, I do not have. Okay. Pawan, Murtaza, you are able to understand?
Yes, it does.
Okay, nice. Guys, we you can ask questions. Be vocal. It's not like I do not understand the concept of you just rush and do not ask. You can ask questions. It's not a problem. It's 2 days that I know we can go to next week as well. That's not a problem. But what I'm trying to say is, I want you to understand all these things because you understand what my thinking is, right? I want you to prepare for foundation certifications as well. Plus, I want everybody to go to this phase, AI builder phase. How you can go to this phase? If you are better utilize this by using Claude code and prompt plus Claude code plus common sense plus problem clarity. You can build, literally you can build apps, at least MVP you will be able to build. MVP means the minimal version of it. You will be able to build it. That's what where I'm trying to head. So that's why you have seen AI foundation sessions have started, then Claude, then all these things will come. Okay, right. So we have done token efficiency. Now comes the very good part, the skills part, which is why Claude is very, very important and got a lot of attention in recent times. After this, let me see in my. Okay, there is one more thing. 5 daily habits that I have prepared, and I want you to remember these things, right? What? Let's revise this. What's the number one habit that we should build? No, please, and thank you, and fantastic. Okay, no pleasantries, right? Whenever you ask, when you have, that you want only short answer, then just tell Claude that I want in under 60 words or 100 words or 200 words, so that it does not go and improvise. Okay. Uh, you do not give a very lengthy explanation. I want to write this email because I am sick and all those, story. You don't give all the story. Just clear. More information doesn't mean that it will give you more precise answer. More structure, more precise answer. That's how we should follow, right? Then one chat, one topic, right? When you think the chat has going a lot of iterations and a lot of conversations, you just summarize that, download it, open a new chat, right? And one of the most important thing is be clear first what you want to do. Just directly don't go. That's why I started the session by saying most of the folks use Claude, OpenAI, I mean ChatGPT or Gemini as a Google search. Do you know what will happen? Do you think what do you think about let's say for example Nike shoes? It's not meant for that, for your for naive questions. Okay. So once we understand this, let's come to skills. What are skills, right? And what types of skills do we have? So skills, right, to understand it, you understand it this like LLMs are like our brain, right? We have a lot of skills. We might not even know that you have a lot of skills, right? So like say writing is skill, uh, you know, giving a pep talk is a skill, doing sales is a skill, right? So that is why for certain tasks, Claude uses directly those skills. If you have focused on the chats that we have done so far, right? It's very common sense. It prepares everything, right? So it you might have looked that it says reading skills. So first of all, there are only two files that run LLMs. Only two files. One is your C or Python language file, which runs uh, the code, and there is another algorithm file. Only two files in an LLM. Take it, right? So um, so if one runs it, so it's all a Python codes. Okay. So it's all Python libraries are also there. Libraries means Python skills. Okay. Consider it like that. So skill means I am able to visualize, see people. I am able to write. I am able to speak. So these are my skills, right? Uh, Explaining something is a skill, which uh, is is important in certain times, right? So that's when Claude uses to do certain tasks. It uses skills from its repositories or from its uh, let's say call it as a brain. Okay. Now there are three types of skills. One is the core inbuilt skills which Claude has it. Okay. And uh, there is something as customized skills, which is you create it. You can create your own skill. We'll develop that skill here itself. Okay. And then third one is there are skills available in Claude Code, but it is not selected. You have to go and choose that. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and I will open new chat. Okay. So use just see here. Whenever I type this, right, you see, whenever I type slash, so to open do things shortcut to make shortcuts in Claude, we have something called as slash commands. So when you type slash, right, when you type slash, you will see, these are all skills, algorithmic art, brand guidelines, canvas design, clarify before building. Okay. Okay. So one way through which you can invoke skills is through chat by using slash commands. Okay. We'll not go and use this as of now. We'll go to settings and go to skills. Okay. You see here. So yesterday, what I was thinking, why not give you a better visualization? So I made these things, zoom to content. So these are skills which are not only these skills, I have another other skills as well, which is managed by me. But inside skills, there are two things, right? Which are configured by me, which I like shortcuts, consider it as a shortcuts. Okay. And there are configured or built-in functions from built-in skills from Anthropic itself. That's why you see Anthropic and U is written over here, right? Now, what I'll do is just see this, okay? I want to make my learners learn um, any favorite topic, let's say neural networks. Create a PDF doc, okay, right? And use QA skill, okay? So either you can use this or slash, right? There is what was that QA? Sorry, there was QA. See, HTML validate data or HTML artifact QA, which is managed by me. Okay. I'll just go and QA. I can use this, or I can just tell them that do a QA skill. Okay. Not just tell me, only in 100 words. I don't want to take it long. In 100 words. Okay. Create a PDF doc. So this is my prompt, which I'm giving. I want to make my learners learn neural networks in 100 words, create a PDF doc and use QA skill. Now see, it started reading PDF skill. So it needs that program. It takes the prompt and it sees, okay, what do I need now? Okay, I need to create a PDF. So I need to go use that skill. In simple terms, okay, my learners are here. I need to speak now. So I'm going and fetching that skill. Then third one is it's also fetching the QA skill. So you can QA it. You know, uh, in this skill, what it will do is, uh, you know, uh, it will go through line by line, check the fact. It will check the alignment. It will check the text alignment, the design alignment, everything. Okay. So it's like I have automated my task, which it would have taken three or four prompts or a better explanation would have worked. But I would have to write. You're getting my point, right? Instead of this, if I don't use QA skill, I'll show that as well. How will I write the prompt? Let's say what this QA skill is doing. It is making my life easier. I'll tell you how. Create a PDF doc, okay, and QA it thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly. All the text factness thoroughly. Okay. Let's check text factness, alignment, design, and color. Okay. It should be consistent and the QA result should not be less than 100%. Okay. So until it reaches 100%, it will keep on going on QA 100%. Okay. Now it's see, uh, it's see. So you have to write this much, and also you have to write and show me the QA report. Then see how many tokens you're wasting, right? So what you could have done, right? You could have made from here to here, right? Right. You can just ask, make this as skill. Okay, just like that. Okay, just like a skill. I already have a QA skill, but I'll show you how skill looks like, right? So you make this as skill, and it will be added in your, you have to add it in your this thing, or rather, let's take a mm, tell me any prompts for which you want to report generator or evaluation generator. In this evaluation generator, I want to check the requested doc for font, fatness, theme, format, color, right? And stop not until the evaluation score is 100%. Okay. Make this as skill, right? I just hit enter. It started making skills. Okay. See, reading the skill creator. So to create skills also, it used that skill creator. How, where you have seen this also, right? See, skill creator. See this skill, right? And you have a lot of built-in um, skills. So you can make skills like this for your daily work, for your repetitive work. You can tackle it by use making skills. Did you get it? What skills are? It's when it is generating, let it generate. I'll show you the format also how the skills are generated. Okay. See, it's saying evaluation engine that loops until 100%. So we kind of created loops also. If you might have heard about loops, so we are going to cover tomorrow. What are loops? What are goals? Uh, the difference about it, right? So meantime, I'll just give you a brief about like what are loops and goals, right? Here in chat, you are interacting continuously. But in loop, you can give the goal, like it has the goal now, right? And it will stop only when that task is done. But in chat, the moment you close your laptop or the moment you close the window, it will not work. But in Cowork and Cloud Code, it works. Okay. So that is what I wanted to cons- show as of now. I hope it is clear, guys. Let me know. Really excited about this. I mean, uh, I really want you all to go to that phase. We will learn the frameworks as well. If you try to put in a little bit of efforts, we will make workflow. I'm going to show you a workflow in just 3 minutes. You will be able to, uh, let's say for example, for IntelliBridge, if I want to, you know, find prospects. Prospects means my consumers, right? If I want to find prospects, how will I do that? How will I send them a mail? How will I send them a video as well? I mean, that video will be sent through a mail. I'll show you that as well. Okay, just now. It will take, I know it's 5 now, just 2 to 3 minutes. We'll close this down. Uh, and then we will meet tomorrow. We'll give you the form. I really want you to fill, especially folks who are joining, who are not joining I mean, who for whom this is the first session. Give it a go. Really need a feedback, and then we'll continue tomorrow. We'll use uh, more connectors. I'll give you the exercise also, okay? And Claude Code, and we'll see the designs as well. How you can make design. See, it reaches 95%. One manual fix needed. See, you are able to understand. You are able to you will be able to do a less manual work. So instead of all these, if you haven't created a skill, you would have typed everything. At least you have a lesser work now, right? So that's what I'm mentioning. Even if for research also, right? You create those skills. For example, if you want to do normal like competitive analysis, only competitive analysis, right? You make that skill only. If you want to generate image, you make it as a skill. You don't need to write prompts. Or rather, what I'll try to show you is that how to generate skill. If type a prompt and generate the skill, that also can be done. But make use of skills as much as possible to automate your tasks, right? So that you can do. So till the time it is happening, let me open another chat. Okay, I hope you have understood a gist of skills. Okay, it's all about habit. You have to have the habit of prompting and these things. So now what's my goal, right? As a IntelliBridge founder, I want to uh, uh, conduct lead generation exercise and send them a video through mail. My ICP is your your like focused, I mean the customer, your customer, right? So my ideal customer profile, which is ICP, is let's say data consultants with 2 to let's say data consultant with 2 to 6 years or freshers. Okay, in Bangalore. Okay, so I want to use Hey frames. So I want to use, I know the tools, that's why it is very easy for me. But if you just give this prompt also, it will tell you like what all connectors I have. Okay. Connectors we will do tomorrow, but just understand this. Or rather, okay, yeah, we'll make this flow. Okay. So I want to use vibe prospecting plus HeyGen plus um, Gmail. Right? For Gmail, you will give it, right? So since you have it, let me let me go here, right? I mean, I know I'm taking a lot of time today, but just it will be easier if we finish this off today. So the if you go to settings and go to connectors, right? Right? You will see a lot of connectors. Okay? You can connect to uh, so you can search for why prospecting. You see why prospecting. HeyGen is for video generation. Hey frames by HeyGens, right? For video generation. Gmail is this, right? Already connected. You can go and add connectors, right? Or browse connectors. If you see browse connectors, you will see all these. You can go and add those connectors. Okay, Tableau. You can look for this, right? So these are my connectors. Now what I'll do? One second. Where was that? Teaching. Okay. Now see skill.md. Since it has generated, this is my skill. Uh, um, what do you call it? Structure. You give the structure description first. you can create also. You can create a doc, go to doc and create a a skill like this for the same pattern, and then give all the criterias that you want to go, right? And then it see it edge cases also is it has given, right? And at the end, it will give you the evaluation also. Auto fix loop engine. So this is the loop engine. This is the program that runs the checks after every QA. It checks, okay, 90%. Okay, run again. Checks again, run, right? So that is what it is. Okay. So this is how you can go and you can save skill. It will be added to your um, settings, right? Now to connectors, right? Just give, okay. I just give as an IntelliBridge founder, I want to conduct a lead generation exercise and send them a video through mail. My ideal customer profile is data consultants with 2 to 6 experience why prospecting agent. Okay. Now see, orchestrating lead generation workflow. Now it is directly my Claude is already connected to why prospecting. See, it is finding the tool now. So it gives all the steps. So it is finding the tools, right? Sometimes it happens that found tools, finding tools, again found tools, so results, whatever tools it needs, it's getting all those intact. Okay, so it will take some time. Meanwhile, let me share the form with you in the chat. Yeah, guys, please fill this form. See, good news, all three connectors are loaded and ready. Let me now plan and run the full three pipeline step pipeline before kicking things off. So you might not get good result because all the connectors you need, some first few you need paid versions. So that's why, right? So it is giving you, here are the why prospecting, find 50 data professionals, freshers 6 to 6 years, based in Bangalore, Karnataka, with emails. So it's giving me now HeyGen, you know uh, it already knows that what courses do I have. It's not updated, but it already knows that what courses we have. Now, Gmail also it is graphing, right? So got 10 standardized job titles over here. See, I have got, so it will ask for permissions. And it's we very, very careful in reviewing those permissions, right? So I am only allowing it once. I don't want it to run again and again. Okay. Now see, these are all real names, by the way. You have the company, you have everything, right? Now, just go, it's going to the next one. Now it will generate, connect to HeyFrames, HeyGen, and then it will give a mail as well. But I haven't asked to send the mail. I have just said, give me the mail. So it will go to the draft box and it will be there. Guys, humble request, if you can fill up the form, right? Especially folks who have joined for the first time or even the second time. That doesn't matter. But in the meantime, I'll share in the group also. Second is form. Okay. Allow allowance. Okay. Right. And meanwhile, we should also check platform, your keys, APIs, how much cost you're, use utilizing. I hope I'm not, um, okay, I have this balance. Okay, no problem. Okay. See, it's creating the Gmail draft template by HeyGen video is composing, now creating the Gmail draft. It is right. So it's working in parallel now. It's not waiting. It's working in parallel. I see if you see generating, start the story writing tool, prepared sound and images. I'm not saying the quality will be good because I don't know how frames. It's very the quality is very weird though. But you know how much if you're able to control the quality, if you're able to just pay some amount, right, to a good connector, it's going to save a lot of time, a lot of your time, right? So meanwhile, let me see. I see Gauri's, Priya's done, Samudra's done. I see only two responses. Also, give me references, okay? Like if you want to think that it will be helpful for others, please give me those references also. So, guys, please take the form. I can see only two responses so far. Okay, till the time it is taking, I mean, till it's taking some time. Do you mind if I take a picture of it? If somebody can come on cam, that would be great. And I'll be off specs. Okay, I think I'll take like this only because maybe folks are not very confident enough. Guys, you need to be confident. Okay, let me stop sharing. Did it stop sharing? Okay. 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 Right. Now see, since since it has come, see everything is done. It's just that say right now, open Gmail, draft, review this, review tweak if needed. That's your master template. I do not want to send anybody, right? But I have this. I recorded a short video. Watch. Okay. See, it's given me the link. Go to the link. Let's go to the link, right? So once I send the email, okay, it's still storyboarding and things. So you understood, right? So you see, it has written all the. So I saw your quant analyst JP Morgan. That's a solid data career. Most data professionals have skill, and you see the format also. I haven't given all those things. I can make it more better. Watch your data skills plus AI equals to a consulting career. At IntelliBridge, it's great writing a very good, fall. I mean, a sales pitch if you talk about, right? So it's updating. The quality, let's not go about the quality, but let's just see the update, how it's automated. Thanks. That's what I wanted to show you today. All right. So, right. Mm, okay. It has given me
If
video.
you're a data analyst or data scientist in Bengaluru, this video is for you. You're great at SQL, Python, and Power BI, but companies are now asking for AI. Most data folks don't know how to position themselves. That's where IntelliBridge comes in, India's practical AI learning community. Our motto: don't just learn AI, apply AI, become an AI consultant. Package your data skills into high value services with real frameworks. Learn from real case studies built by a consultant with 10 plus years of experience.
Right. You got an understanding, right? What I'm talking about. So this is very, very fascinating and amazing. Amazing. Okay. So this is just like 20-30% of Claude. I'm not 20-30% also. It's very, very, very commendable how they have done. So we and any marketer around here or anybody who wants to build their own company, you are not you know now is the time you don't want to be in that loop that I'm stuck somewhere, I don't know what to do. Yeah, you have to shed some money, but that is worth it. That's what I would call. Okay. Okay, I think this is good. Let me take capture here itself. Hey, thanks, Pavan. Thanks for you're on mute.
Able to see me, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm able to see.
Okay. Even I can see this.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope it was helpful to you all. I'll be sending the things, the recording, the artifacts um, over, WhatsApp. And the homework that you can try is try these connectors. You can do one thing that I had for your homework session is where is that? Let me show. And if you want, these two. Okay, I'm giving it in WhatsApp. Just take it from there. Okay, at all.
I have one question regarding this privacy of these connectors. Suppose we are using any connector like Gmail, and then somebody and someday uh, that is not going on the perfect way, and then it is going on the wrong way. So it can take your personal data as well, and then it can misuse as well, right?
Right. So see, before that itself, that one thing comes. Like, let's say, for example, it starts sending uh, emails to. If you give too much
Mm. Control.
control to the connectors, you can, let's say, for example, Gmail, right? What it can do, it can read only. Okay, right?
Okay.
You
Mm-hmm.
guide the uh, you can control the controllables in your hand. Rest, that's why these people came in with constitutional AI, right? So they have more safety features. That's why more robust. But again, we cannot say because Claude again, there were data leakage that happened last, I think, a month or two a month ago. But those are, I think, they claim that one-off incidents, but control almost like blocked, custom, always allow. It's very customizable, so you can do that. That's
Okay.
the, a straight away. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have I've given here for write or delete, needs approval directly.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go and do all these connectors connect checks. I mean, that's a good question. That's a very thoughtful, risk side of the. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and please fill the form.
Sure.
helped me a lot. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. It was a good session. I think maybe it was helpful to you. Yeah. So thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah,
I
it was
took
a
a
great,
lot of time.
beautiful session. Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.